Before we move on, a brief housekeeping point from the previous session. If you encounter an error when creating the customer function inside a site master, the most common cause is a missing entry in the common distribution channels or common divisions tables. Go to SPRO under Sales and Distribution, Master Data, and open Define Common Distribution Channels. Verify that your sales organization and distribution channel combination exists. If not, add it. Then do the same under Define Common Divisions. Once those entries are in place, return to the site master transaction and the error will be resolved. In this module, we cover two closely related concepts: the merchandise category hierarchy and the article hierarchy. Both represent your business in a hierarchical format. They are essentially two different lenses through which you organize the range of products your company handles. Think of it this way: if your company sells groceries, fashion, and electronics, those three lines of business are the top of your hierarchy. Underneath each one, you break things down further until you reach the individual articles at the bottom. The hierarchy gives you a structured way to look at your entire product range, and the system uses it to support reporting, pricing, promotions, markdowns, planning, and assortment management. Now, the key difference between the two is perspective. The merchandise category hierarchy is structured from a procurement point of view. How do you buy? The article hierarchy is structured from a sales and customer point of view. How do you sell? The merchandise category hierarchy represents your procurement structure. When you buy an article, you buy it from one vendor. Levi's denim comes from the Levi's vendor and from no other. This one-to-one relationship between an article and its procurement category is why, in the merchandise category hierarchy, every article can only be assigned to a single node. There is no multiple assignment. At the base of this hierarchy sits the merchandise category. It is the lowest level and the only level that is mandatory. You do not have to build a full hierarchy above it. The system only requires that a merchandise category exists for each article. But in practice, you will typically build several levels above the merchandise category to structure your business properly. These levels above the merchandise category are called merchandise category hierarchy levels, and together with the merchandise category, they form the complete merchandise category hierarchy. There is no upper limit on how many levels you can build, unlike the article hierarchy, which is capped at 8. The transactions you use are straightforward. CLWM creates individual merchandise hierarchy levels. CLW1 links those levels to each other, building the tree from the top down. WG21 creates the merchandise categories themselves and assigns each one to its position in the hierarchy. To view the complete structure, use WGUS for a tree view or CL6C for a graphical display. Let us walk through an example. Imagine a company called ABC Inc. that operates across three lines of business: grocery, fashion, and electronics. That is level 1. Under grocery, you have perishables and non-perishables, level 2. Under perishables, you have fruits and dairy. Under non-perishables, you have vegetables, cereals, and meat. Those are level 3. Meanwhile, under fashion, you have menswear and women's wear, and under electronics, you have house appliances and mobile. Under house appliances sit washing machines and air conditioning units. Under mobile, you have 3G and 5G devices, level 4 in those branches. Levels 1 through 4 in this example are all merchandise category hierarchy levels, created with CLWM, then linked with CLW1. Level 5 would be the merchandise categories, the individual nodes to which articles are assigned, created with WG21. Articles can only ever be assigned to a merchandise category, never to a higher hierarchy level. Two additional objects enrich the merchandise category hierarchy: characteristics and characteristic profiles. A characteristic is any attribute that distinguishes an article: color, size, brand. Characteristics can be assigned to any level of the hierarchy. Once assigned to a node, that characteristic is automatically inherited by all nodes below it. So if you assign color as a characteristic at the fashion level, every merchandise category under fashion will carry color as an attribute. A characteristic profile is a grouping of one or more characteristics. You might create a profile called US sizing that bundles together size ranges and color options relevant to US vendors, and a separate profile for European vendors with different size conventions. The important restriction here is that characteristic profiles can only be assigned to merchandise categories, not to any of the higher hierarchy levels. To summarize, characteristics flow downward from any level. Characteristic profiles are anchored exclusively to merchandise categories. There will be occasions where you need to move a merchandise category or a hierarchy level from one branch of the tree to another. This is called reclassification. A typical real-world scenario: a standalone brand you had categorized separately gets acquired by a larger group. You now need to move it under the acquiring company's hierarchy branch. Several things are important to understand about what happens when you reclassify. All historical documents, purchase orders, sales orders, stock transfer orders, deliveries, and accounting documents remain unchanged. They stay associated with the original category. Only new documents created after the reclassification will reflect the new category assignment. Prices and conditions defined on the source and target nodes also remain unchanged. The system enforces one critical rule during reclassification. You must move a node to the same hierarchical level in the target branch. A merchandise category must move to another merchandise category position. A hierarchy level at depth 3 must move to a depth 3 position in the target branch. You cannot promote or demote a node during reclassification. For those who need to understand how the system stores these objects internally, SAP stores all merchandise category hierarchy nodes as classification objects using class type 026. The articles assigned to them are the objects of that class, and the characteristics you define are the class characteristics. Other related class types you will encounter are 047 for assortments and 030 for site groups. This knowledge becomes relevant when working with classification transactions directly or querying the database. The article hierarchy represents your sales and customer-facing structure. It is used for creating promotions, defining price planning, generating sales reports, setting up markdowns, configuring bonus buys, and feeding data to BW for analytics. Where the merchandise category hierarchy reflects how you procure, the article hierarchy reflects how you present your business to your customers. Unlike the merchandise category hierarchy, the article hierarchy allows multiple assignment. The same article can appear under more than one node. For example, Levi's Slim Fit jeans might live under menswear basics for one promotion, and under private label for a different pricing rule. You can enable or disable this multiple assignment capability at the article hierarchy level. The system imposes a maximum of 8 hierarchy levels for the article hierarchy. You define how many of those 8 levels you actually want to use in the SPRO configuration, and then create your hierarchy structure accordingly. Before creating an article hierarchy, go to SPRO, navigate to Logistics General, then Article Hierarchy, and open Edit Control Parameters. Here you define the maximum number of levels your article hierarchies will use. The system allows up to 8, but set only as many as your structure requires. If your hierarchy has 4 levels, remove the unused level definitions and save. This keeps your data entry screens clean and prevents accidental creation of unnecessary depth. 2 other settings to note here. The change document flag, which records every modification made to a hierarchy so that connected systems such as BW can retrieve only the delta changes rather than the full data set, and the number range interval for hierarchy node IDs. The transaction for creating an article hierarchy is WMAT GRP01. When you open it, you specify a sales organization to create a hierarchy active for that specific distribution chain, or leave the field blank to create a hierarchy active at the client level, meaning it applies across all sales organizations. You also specify here where the BW update is enabled and whether multiple article assignment is allowed. Once you click Execute, the system presents a node assignment screen where you build the hierarchy level by level. Using the same ABC Inc. example, you create the root node ABC Inc. at level 1. Under it, you add grocery, fashion, and electronics at level 2. Under grocery, perishables and non-perishables. Under fashion, menswear and womenswear. Under electronics, house appliances and mobile. Then the final level. Under perishables, fruits and dairy. Under non-perishables, vegetables, cereals and meat. Under menswear, trousers and shirts. Under womenswear, skirts and knitwear. Under house appliances, washing machines and air conditioning. Under mobile, 3G and 5G devices. Save the hierarchy. When first saved, the article hierarchy is in planned status. It is not yet active in the system. To make it operational, you must explicitly activate it. Open the hierarchy in WMAT GRP01, select it and click Activate. One important constraint: only one article hierarchy can be active at a time for a given scope. If a hierarchy has already been activated at the client level, meaning it covers all sales organizations, the system will not allow you to activate another hierarchy for any individual sales organization within that client. You must first deactivate the existing client level hierarchy, then activate yours. Once an article hierarchy is activated, it becomes locked for editing. You cannot make direct changes to an active hierarchy. To change an active article hierarchy, you always work through a mirror copy. The process is as follows. First, create a new planned hierarchy using WMAT GRP01. This will be your working copy. Then use transaction WMAT GRP06 to copy all nodes from the active hierarchy into this new planned hierarchy. Your planned hierarchy is now a mirror of the active one. Make all your changes in the planned hierarchy. Don't add nodes, restructure branches, insert new levels. When you are satisfied, use WMAT GRP06 again to copy the changes from the planned hierarchy back into the active one. You can use WMAT GRP07 to run a simulation of the copy first, which shows you exactly what will be inserted, updated, or removed before you commit. The practical workflow is therefore, always keep a planned mirror hierarchy alongside your active hierarchy. All modifications go into the mirror. Changes are pushed to the active hierarchy via the copy transaction. Never attempt to edit the active hierarchy directly. The transactions for this module are: CLWM creates merchandise category hierarchy levels. CLW1 links those levels together. WG21 creates merchandise categories and assigns them to their position in the hierarchy. WGUS displays the full merchandise category hierarchy in tree view. CL6C shows the hierarchy in graphical format. WMAT GRP01 creates an article hierarchy. WMAT GRP02 opens an existing hierarchy in change mode. WMAT GRP06 copies nodes between hierarchies. WMAT GRP07 runs a copy simulation. Activation and deactivation are performed from within the article hierarchy maintenance screen. In the next module, we will begin creating article masters, and you will see how merchandise categories, characteristics, and the article hierarchy all come together at the article level.